What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hope Shot Live. Tonight we have Jamie. It's going to share her story of addiction to success. If you guys are just jumping on, say what's up. Let us know you're here. Also, please share this live feed. It takes a second. Jamie's story is going to touch somebody tonight. We just need you to share it. Hit that share button and get it out to people so people can hear the message tonight. Caesar.
Justin.
Hey, Caesar. Hi, Caesar.
Hi, Justin.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like me to do the clarity statement?
Yeah.
I'll be happy to. The Hope Shot clarity statement. We here at the Hope Shot are a group of people in recovery spreading inspiration. We come from all different walks of life and pathways of recovery. Our verbiage may be different at times, but we all have one thing in common. Recovery is a lifestyle. We support all pathways of recovery. It doesn't matter how you get from A to Z, just get there. And thank you for being a part of our Hope Shot family.
Thank you, Caesar.
I'm honored.
So tonight, at the end of this awesome share that Jamie's gonna do tonight, we are going to do the Wheel of Names.
God, we are such dorks.
I know, it is what it is, man. I can't help it.
The Wheel of Names.
The Wheel of Names.
We're gonna give out some t-shirts.
Yeah, we're gonna give out some t-shirts. You know, if you guys were on Sunday, we were giving out some freedom t-shirts. I got one on tonight, you know what I mean? Had to represent.
Slinging that freedom.
Yeah, slinging that freedom, man, like it's going out of style. We're going to spin the wheel. If you guys shared it last week, we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to give away these t-shirts free of charge. And we also added the people that sent us stars last week as well into that pot. So, and you know what? We should do this like once a month, man. Give out some t-shirts, man, to our people that are supporting us, that are always representing for the Hope Shot. And I think it's important to do that. You know what I mean?
I'm with it, especially for how much you love going through all the names and clicking on them and stuff. It's the best.
As I was just telling Caesar before this how much it takes. It literally, I type in every name. I got to find out. And with Facebook, when you have 300 and something comments, it's so hard to get everything. But I think I got everything. I'm pretty sure I did. So, but we're going to do that at the end. So I'm going to say what's up to some people. As I said, if you guys are just jumping on, please hit that share button, share this out. Let's get it out there. Let somebody hear this message tonight. And it takes you. I need you to share it. So, no, not, well, I mean, you too, if you want. What's up, Dustin? We got Jamie on here. Welcome back. We got Kelly.
Hi.
Do you know her?
Profile pics are on there now.
I've done some things.
I like that. You are so fancy, sir.
I've done some things. I've done some house cleaning, some rearranging. We got Jared.
Sure.
I think I'm saying that right. I hope so. Good evening from Ottawa, Canada. What's up, Ottawa, Canada? We got Shannon says, I love you, Jamie. We got Misty. What's up, Misty? What's up, Helen? Thank you, Katie, for sharing. We got Lance. What's up, buddy? You know Lance.
Lance.
Everybody know Lance. What am I talking about? He's like a mythical creature.
The unicorn of recovery.
Yeah. We have Shannon. I'm proud of you, Jamie. I think that's Shannon, right? Said that right? Okay. We got Helen and Katrina. What's up? And all right, we're just gonna go right into this.
Oh, you forgot this one.
Wait. Authentically awkward.
Yeah. Thank you, Dustin.
All right. So, Caesar, you want to introduce Jamie?
I would actually love to introduce Jamie. So, I shared a home group with Jamie, and I saw her come in when she was brand new, and I saw her follow the process, take the suggestions, and I watched her life get better. And I watched her grow, and I watched her turn around and help I mean, just woman after woman, and just stay in the trenches and make a career out of helping people. And it's been absolutely incredible to watch. And over the years, she hasn't lost her passion for helping people. She stays grounded with just constant service work and staying plugged in. And I mean, I've heard her story, the short form. I'm looking forward to hearing the whole thing tonight. So without further ado, I give you Jamie.
Hello. So my name, I just want to thank everybody for having me on here. This is an honor to be a part of this. I'm really, really nervous. I've never done a podcast before, but here goes. My name's Jamie. I'm an alcoholic, addict, whatever. My sobriety date is November 27, 2015. I grew up in New Jersey. Both my parents were married for quite some time, and it was normal to me back then, but it was chaotic when I look at it now. And I grew up in a bar. Like, that's all we did. It was very accepted in my family to be a partier, and that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. Anything that I wanted to do when I was younger, I went hard, and I just wanted to get to the top and everything. Like, I was an overachiever. I had brothers. I was always in competition with them. I was going to beat them at everything they try to do. And, that was my mindset. My parents divorced. We moved to Florida. I was in gymnastics. I wanted to go into the Olympics with the gymnastics, and they took me out to move to Florida, and they never put me back in. And, at that moment, it was, I lost my way, so to say. I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I lost my way. Like, I felt like they were taking things away from me and punishing me. So I had to find another way. And I just started feeling, I don't know how to explain it. I never fit in. I lost my spot in this world. And I felt like I was cheated in some way. My parents divorced, so like it was just my mom raising 3 kids. It was hectic. We started growing up. We were in the streets all the time. We started partying at a really young age, but like I said, our family was like that, so it was normal. And what was it? It was a choice for me back then. Slowly and progressively became a necessity. So me partying and dabbling or whatever just for fun turned into a necessity that tore my life apart. Fast forward a little bit. I'm not going to go too far into all the bad stuff because everybody's got that part of the story. Fast forward, I lost my brother to this disease. I believe he got into a fight, and he died 2 days later in his bed, and I found him, and I felt like I lost a piece of my soul because he was like my best friend. And I just spiraled out of control for about 8 years. I had my daughter. I started messing with substances, and I got hooked, and I just couldn't get out of it, like, no matter what I did. And I actually didn't care about my life anymore. Like, when I got to that point, I didn't care about my family. I didn't care about my own kid. Like, I just kept on running with it, because I was so lost and so broken, and I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know any way out of it. So I started getting arrested, and at first I thought it was funny and it was cool, and I was like, I was cool for that, and didn't care about the consequences. I never got anything really big until DCF came and took my daughter away from me. And when that happened, I crumbled even harder. Like, I lost another piece of my soul. So at this point in my life, my whole entire family shut the door on me. They're like, we're done with you. And I'm like, you guys are the ones who taught me how to do this, and now you're done with me. Like, I didn't understand that. Didn't understand why anything was happening to me. Didn't know how to reach out for help. Didn't know anything. Like, nobody talked about recovery. It was for people, like, it was for bums on the side of the road that needed AA or anything like that. I didn't even know what it was. Like, I honestly didn't. When DCF took my daughter, I ended up in jail 2 more times. And the last time I went to jail, they're like, we're just done. Like, we're not helping you anymore. We're not getting you out. Like, you're not coming here after you get out. Like, you need help. And I was so pissed off at them. Like, I was like, how could they do this to me? Like, this is my family. Like, why would they even do that to me? And so like 2 weeks later, my daughter got on the phone, and she was 10 years old, 11 years old. And she was like, Mommy, you need help. And at that point, like, my head cleared up enough to hear it, and it broke me again. You know, I was like, wow, like, I am left with nothing, nobody. Even my kid is telling me that I need help. Like, maybe there's something wrong. So while I was in jail, I started like asking people, like, what can I do? Like, how do I fix this? Like, I don't know where to go. And they were talking about programs, and I was all hell bent on going to a program, but I just didn't know how it worked. And then the jail was like, well, it takes about 8 weeks to 8 months or whatever. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't have that much time. Like, I got to get out. I got to fix my life. I got to fix everything, you know? And, I sat in jail. I ended up getting out. My stepmother was going to let me come stay with her. But I had to sign a contract in order to do that. I had to promise her that I wasn't going to sneak out and go do anything stupid. I was going to stay by her side the whole entire time. They were going to set an alarm. Like, it was just like, okay, I will do whatever it takes. I got out. I started calling programs, and all the programs that I was calling was like 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out. And I'm just like, I wanted to give up. Like, I was just like, then nobody will help me. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying. So I was like ready to give up, you know. And then my mom was like, no, you need a program or you're on the streets. Like, it's simple. Like, you go get help or nothing, you know. And right before I went to jail, she was going to Marchman Act me because of my behaviors. And I got arrested before that happened. So she was like, I called her up and I said, do you still have the Marchman Act? And she said, yeah. I said, well, can you push the Marchman Act through so that they can come and take me into a facility, and then maybe they can help me from there? And she did. And I think it was 2 days. My bags were packed. I was ready to go. I was eager to go. I was like, take me away. Like, help me. Like, I need help now. I don't know. I had this sense of freedom, like when I got in the cop car to go to the facility, and I felt like I was on my way. You know what I mean? And went to a facility, started asking questions, started going to meetings that were in there. They told me about programs. I called a couple of faith-based programs, and I was like, that is not me. Like, I don't believe in all that stuff. Like, there's no way I'm going to go to church every single day. I'm going to run the show still. You know, I'm in this state at this point where I have nothing. I have no house, my kid, my family, nothing. And I'm still trying to run my own show and pick and choose where I was going to go. I had no money. I found ACE opportunities. It was $500. I begged my family. They're like, nope. Like, we're not doing anything for you. So I manipulated like I did always, like, please just do this one last time. This one last time. I promise, you know. And then finally my stepmom was like, oh, we'll do it for you, you know. And I did. At this time, my case plan was going on for almost 2 years. They were ready to adopt my daughter out to her father, she didn't even hardly know him. And I was like, there's no freaking way. Like, no, I'm getting my kid back. I'm getting my life back. Like, that's all I set my goal for that, and I wanted it, and I was going to do it, like, no matter what it took. I got out of the detox. I went into ACE opportunities. I did 6 months there, which I did not know it was a 6-month program when I first signed up. I was like, 3 months, I'll be good, and then I'm good to go. But when I got there, they're like, nope, 6 months. And I was like, oh my God, 6 months is forever. Like, I don't have time like that right now. And but I wasted like 27 years of my life using and running and abusing myself and destroying relationships and destroying everything in my path. Like, and I couldn't even look at 6 months. So I went and I stayed. I was on felony probation. I was charged with drug charges, introduction of contraband, driving on a suspended, habitualized. I lost my license for 5 years, but before that I didn't have a license for 6 years. I had no car. I totaled that into a tree after I dropped my daughter off to daycare one day. And, you know, in this whole entire thing, like God was looking out for me and looking out for my daughter in a way that it's like indescribable. You can't even describe like all the things that lead up to the point that you're at today. When you look back at it, you're like, that was God all along. But so I went to this program. I got in trouble a lot for really stupid things, but those stupid things taught me how to live normal, like, and how to be structured and how to get along with women and how to, you know, start my foundation for my fellowship, like, which is the keystone for recovery, like for me. I was 6 months in there. I was about to get out. I still didn't have enough money saved because I wasn't making that much money working at Dunkin' Donuts. The only thing to get my daughter back was to get a housing. So I went to the Homeless Coalition, and the Homeless Coalition paid my first and last month's rent and my security deposit. And I got a little tiny apartment. I was about to get my daughter back, and they're like, "No, you gotta wait." And I was like, wow. Like, I had to wait for everything. I had to wait. Keep on waiting and keep on waiting for things to happen. And that was really hard when I got out of ACE and went into this apartment all by myself. And I only had like a couple people that I built upon, like, for my recovery foundation. I didn't know how important it was at that moment, that these are the people that were going to save my life again. So I had about a month by myself, a month with a mattress on the floor and a TV. Started isolating, you know, and the only thing that I could think of was to go back to ACE and sit on that porch and, you know, connect with these people. And it helped me big time. My daughter came home. She was 12. And that was really hard too, because I thought I was a good mom, like back when I was using. I thought that I had it all together, and I thought that all the ideas in my head were real, you know, and they weren't. It wasn't. It was really hard for me to have this little human that, like, was her own person now, you know, and all the damage that I did to her, like, caused all this trauma in her life. And now I'm recovering, and I'm so selfish and self-centered still that I'm not even looking at the fact that she has to recover too. So it was hard. I wanted to quit so many times. Like, I just can't do this. Like, I'm a single mom. Like, I can't raise a kid. I don't even know how to be a mom. But from, like, I was continuing to build my foundation in recovery. I'm working with a sponsor now, trying to get some type of relief, and they showed me the way, you know, like, everybody that was in my life was like showing me little bits and pieces of how to cope with life on life's terms. And, you know, all the suggestions that you hear in the meeting, like, take them. Like, they worked for me. Like, everything that I heard, I tried, and it worked, you know. And sometimes I would wait a long time to try it, but, you know, finally when I did try it, like, it would start to work. So I was beating my head up against the wall with my daughter for a long time. Like, she came home, she was doing really good with my mom. Like, when she was living with her, she had good grades, and then she came home with me, and now she's got F's all over again. So I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not a good mom. Like, I can't even I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I said, like, the program has showed me, like, ways around everything. And, you know, Olivia failed 6th grade. She failed 7th grade. She failed 8th grade. She failed 9th grade. I started going to the school. I started, like, trying to fix it. I was trying to, like, give her punishments. I was trying to do all these things when, you know, I was still being the same person back then. You know, I'm a very aggressive person when it comes to, like, when I want my way. Like, when I want things done a certain way, I get really aggressive. And she would close off to me, you know, and she was terrified of me. And it was sad. It was really sad, you know. And then I had to make this decision that, you know, I had to change my reaction to my own kid. Like, I have to amend this relationship with her, you know, because if I don't, like, I'm gonna pick up over it, like, and I know it, and she's gonna hate me for the rest of my life. And, you know, that was a big deal for me. Like, I did not want to say I'm sorry or apologize or change my behaviors because I thought my behaviors were right. But when I did, I had this sense of freedom. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I started listening to her and I started paying attention to her needs, and I started helping her recover too. And pulled her out of the school she was in because it wasn't working it wasn't working for her, and put her into a private school. And since then she's had A's and B's, and our relationship has grown over these years. And it's trying, having a female, you know, teenage daughter with them hormones all over the place. But we get through it today, you know. So that's about a lot about my kid. You know, I got a sponsor. I work the steps. I do them every single year. Every time I hit another year, I do it again. And I say that to everybody, like, just do it one more time. Don't look at it as time. Just like look at it as another a house cleaning, you know. Like, it's really important to pay attention to our behaviors, because that's what drives us to drink in the first place, or drug. And if I'm really thoroughly honest with myself and other people, like, they can call me out on it and I can fix it, you know, because that's what this is all about. This recovery process is like unlearning old behaviors and changing them to new healthy ones. I got to work at ARC, working with a program for a few months, and I found my passion. Like, I love working with people. Like, I love showing them the things that were taught to me. I love it. I love to see the light come on in these people's eyes. Like, people told me that was happening. I was like, what? Like, I don't understand that. Like, okay. But it starts to happen and you're just like, holy shit, like, it's real, you know? By relating with each other and knowing that we're all on this same journey together, and that we all been through the same type of shit, that we just got to keep on moving and keep on trying to grow spiritually because of our spiritual sickness, you know? Life is freaking amazing. I don't even know what else to say. I work in a detox now. I'm a certified recovery coach. I did that to grow myself. Like, I wasn't doing it for a job in the beginning. I was doing it to learn and grow more for myself. And it's turned into this amazing thing where I get to work with people coming into the detox. I get to mentor them, and I get to show them the steps, and I get to be there for them when they come out and see their lives like come back together. And it's pretty amazing. And then I get to do all this service work, and sometimes I'm really tired, you know, sometimes I don't want to do it, but it's like, this is the stuff that's kept me sober so far. And if I don't keep on doing it, then I'm going to fall back into my old ways. And my old ways was miserable and dark and lonely and sad. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So, I bought a house. That was something I never wanted to do in my life. Like, I thought I was a gypsy. I was just going to live on people's couches for the rest of my life. Like, I was cool with that. Like, it's cool. I'm always in a different spot. It's really fun, like, whatever. So buying a house for me was huge. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I believe that, you know, I just wanted to float everywhere. And that was a big step for me. I bought a house, and it was scary as hell, but when I did it, it was like this big accomplishment. Like, wow, like, in just a few years, like, I got my kid back. I got my license back. I paid off probation. I get to help people through the same process. I fixed my credit. I bought a jet ski, and I bought a jet ski because I love to fellowship, and I love seeing people have a good time. So it's like, I go out to the water and I just want to invite the whole entire world out there and throw up some tents and bring some coolers and just, let's go have a good time. Like, because recovery is more about like the connection that we get with people. We have this need to connect because we never connected with anything in our entire life. So now we get this opportunity to learn and grow together and connect with each other. So if I can play a part in that, like, I'm going to take it to the top. Like, you know, I'm just going to keep on going until I can't go no more. I sponsor some pretty amazing girls that, like, the obstacles that they go through, like, me helping them go through it, they're helping me at the same time. Like, I've learned more about myself through them than I probably taught them or whatever, showed them. I don't know. It just works like that. It's like, if you learn something, give it away. Because if you don't, you can't keep it. So, my life is just, it's just amazing. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for everybody. I'm grateful for my sponsor, my sponsorship family, my family. My mother lives with me today. Like, that would have never happened before. Like, I couldn't stand the lady. And, like, I have this new respect for her that is just, it's badass, you know. Like, I can't stand her still sometimes, but like, she respects me today and I respect her, and that's all I wanted my whole entire life. And my daughter respects me today and I respect her. And, you know, if you want something, you got to be something. So I don't know. I think that's all I got. I don't want to keep ranting on about how amazing everything is. The steps really work.
You know, Jamie, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, right? Dude,
it's like all over the place. Like,
hey, listen, that's why I it's just talking with us, you know. It's like, we got this here. I'm gonna put us back together. There we go. Boom. Look, Caesar's there. It's really just so chill, you know, us talking, and then we can kind of get in the conversation. And that's where the good stuff is, you know. I think it's cool, man. Like, your daughter, like, going through doing her own kind of deal with the recovery aspect of like her healing, you know what I mean? I think that's probably the coolest part. And I like, hopefully, because you said you'd get your daughter on here one day, you know, maybe we can talk to her.
She goes to the detox and she shares her story, but from her perspective. And that was really hard for me to let her do that at first, because, you know, that fear, that pride, like, I don't know what
nobody talking about your business.
About me. Yeah. But it's like, I have to swallow my pride and just let her be her, because I never had that opportunity. So now she gets to have that opportunity to learn and grow who she is, you know. And I think it's so vital when they're young like that, like they're maturing, their hormones, like it's crazy. So yeah, she goes and shares her story at the detox, and she's healing. Like, and it would have never happened if I didn't find the program.
I'm telling you, I can't even put into words how proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I remember I used to sit at that meeting and call on you, and you'd be like, "Don't you call on me. I don't have anything to say." And then I remember at your 2 years, like, it went from the 1 year was, I'm going to have something to say next year, to the 2 years was like a packed house with all the girls that you had been working with. It was like sober palooza up in there with rooms everywhere. And I remember when you got your car, you got your license back. I remember when I could go on forever, but I remember when you were working at Dunkin', a second job, 2 jobs, hitting the Ace House and still making the meetings. And I'm pretty sure I told you, I was like, you're a badass. I don't know how you do that. Like, I'm tired just talking about your day.
Yeah.
Like, when I say I'm proud of you, I mean, like, from the heart, I'm proud of you. Like, you are a superwoman.
You are too, in my eyes. Like, you're a big part of
superwoman.
You are.
He is a superwoman. He really is.
I mean, like I said earlier, you know, when we put our minds to something, as long as we set some goals and we just achieve them. And if we're putting stuff on paper, like doing our step work, why not put some goals on paper too? You know, I learned that in the recovery coaching class, and it's huge, because I put goals on a piece of paper every 3 to 6 months, and everything I've ever put on paper, like, I achieve it. Like, I wake up every day like, okay, what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm going to work. I'm going to do this. And I got to keep doing this to get that. So as long as I keep working for my recovery, I'm going to keep it. And as long as I keep working for my goals, I'm going to get them. And anybody can do it. It's so easy.
If you could say one thing to somebody that's watching, that's on the fence, you know, they're thinking, maybe I need recovery, I'm not sure if I can do it, what would you tell the brand new person?
Someone on the fence, just give it a try. You have nothing to lose. If you're anything like me, like, you know, even like we teeter on the fence about, like, oh, am I really this or am I really that? Like, obviously, if I keep on landing in jail and landing, you know, homeless and landing with, you know, losing everything, obviously there's a problem. So if I'm not addressing that problem, then keep on running. Like, I mean, it's as simple as that. Like my life, by looking at it, by people telling me, hey, like you really got to do something about yourself. You know, like it drove me. Like there was that driving point. And when I was in ACE, there was a driving point for me where Frank had said, only 2% of you are going to make it. Like, that's not going to be me.
Then you got something to prove at that point.
I'm like, nope, you're not going to do that to me. Like, I'm not going to be that. And I picked up one white chip, and I'm not bragging about it because it's not, you know, something to brag about, but I'm holding on to that for dear life. I'm holding on to that, and I don't want to let it go, you know? So I got to work on this shit every day.
Hey, it's like whatever works for you. Some things work, you know, like you got to find that one thing that holds you here, like glue almost, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to listen. I have these little dumb things that I do for myself that make it so it sticks. Like I'll bring it back to my clean date. I always wanted to say Justin 316. That's just what I want to say, you know. So I never change. I didn't want to change it. So in order to keep it, what you have, you can't give it away. So I did that with that. You know, you want to say that you're one white key tag person, you know, like that's something you hold on to. It's like these little things, man, that just stick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, though. It's for the person, what drives you. I remember when I was about to get out of my last treatment center, with my history, they said, if you don't get on the methadone program, you're not going to make it out there. With your history of opiate abuse for 20 years, we've never seen a success story walk out of here. And I said, well, I'm going to be the one that proves you wrong, because I don't want to be put on and this was just me, my personal decision. I'm not shaming it or anything. I said, I don't want to be put on. You know, like I'd already been in there for months. I was like, why would I go back on something? I will prove you wrong. And, that drove me. I'm competitive, you know, so
I'll show you
I can't do it, and I'll show you that I can. And I'll write it on my goal list.
Yeah.
And that's the driving force. You know, I thought it was my daughter at first. You know, I started doing the steps, and I was like, well, I'm doing this to get her back, you know. But in the process of that, like I started learning about myself, like through the rooms. Like I was in a program, I had to go to meetings, which I think 90 and 90 is perfect for people that are just coming in, only because it like gives you a variety. Like you're going to go to different meetings, you're going to meet different people, you're going to see who you like, see who you don't like, you know what I mean? Like, and see where you fit, and keep freaking going until you find where you fit. You know, I had a lot of people fall out on me my first year or two, a lot. Like I felt so alone after like a year or two. I'm just like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I can't, like nobody's making it. And then, you know, and then that 2% thing, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna freaking give up. Like I'm not gonna give up on myself because of what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna start pushing hard, like as hard as I can. Like I'm tired, you know what I mean? Like I work 7 days a week. I go to the gym 2 to 3 days a week. I work with girls almost every other day. Bust my ass, and you know, I get that strength from God. Like my higher power today, like there's no freaking way I would have done that back then. I laid in my bed almost every single day. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to do anything. And even when I got sober, I was so tired and so, you know, but you just got to start somewhere. It's that we lack routine. We lack a routine. We are undisciplined people. So we let God discipline us, you know, and that's with the daily reprieve. Like I wake up every day with untreated alcoholism, and unless I'm doing something about it first thing in the morning, my day's shit. So I start with my 86. I only read a paragraph. I read 2 books. I post it to a group chat. I post it to everybody. I say a couple prayers. I do my gratitudes in the morning. I get in my car to go to work, and I'm listening to motivations, like, and it's badass. And it's only like a couple minutes a day, you know. And then I get to work. I pray under these trees. It's a special part of the road that I pray under before I go into work every day. And I just have these little spots and little things that I do, you know. But that's the key to all of it. It's the prayer and meditation. Like it just is. Before I go to bed at night, I shut the TV off. I turn my guided meditation on, and I go to bed, and I wake up great every single day. Revived, healed. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy.
It's literally a routine that we have to get into, that self-discipline. You know,
Yeah.
that we have to, and sometimes, man, you don't want to do certain things, man, but like we have to force ourselves,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
because listen, I did it for so long where I was just lazy. I'm still lazy. I'm a
Yeah.
lazy bastard, bro.
We
Like
all are.
it's so much
I'm trying to
easier.
find any excuse. Any excuse.
Yeah. Wait, what is Caesar? What's that word? What do you do? You don't
What,
like
every
cussing. What is
morning?
it? Every morning?
So
Fuck.
listen, yeah, every morning. I'm aware of it now, though. I
I
wasn't
like
even
it.
aware of it before,
Thank you.
but
Change it.
Can you say it though? Can you do it? Like, what do you do?
fuck. But listen, what she said about the routine and stuff, and about us being undisciplined. I never had a routine.
Right.
I never, if I told you I was going to be somewhere, you could guarantee I wasn't going to be there. My word meant nothing. And this lifestyle has flipped me to the other side, where I am a creature of routine and habit and structure, and I thrive on it and I need it. And it's that's God, and that's this program working, because I went from one way to the complete opposite of what I was before. And I even drive the people crazy in my house, man. I am like institutionalized structure. Like,
Me too. Me and
yeah.
Yeah.
Caesar are a lot alike. Just like, you
Oh, I saw your refrigerator today. You got all kinds of structure up in there.
You know, like when you start to see your 13-year-old daughter cleaning her room more than you are, like there's something that needs to change here. You know, I'm yelling at her to do her stuff and I'm not doing my stuff. So I'm like, how am I going to lead by example when I'm not doing the same thing? You know? So it's like we got this routine. We wash our cars once a week. We do our laundry when it's full. Like we do it, you know, and we do it together. And then by me continuing to do things, like she's on time to work. I've never did that before in my life, and she's working her butt off, like, you know, and she goes to work at 5:30 in the morning,
wow.
and she's on time, and I'm like, hey, good job.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome when you get to see it, you know, and it took some time to get to where we're at today, you know, and it wasn't hard. I mean, it wasn't easy. It was hard, and I faced a lot of challenges. You know, I lost my father in recovery. I didn't see him for 9 years. He was schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever, on the side of the road for 9 years. And when I finally found him, he died like a month later, and nobody was there, like, no, you know, and that was really hard for me because it was just really hard, you know. Lost a lot of people through this process, and it's really freaking sad, and you start to get mad about it, you know, like in a good way. Like, I'm tired of people being stupid and just not taking one leap of faith that this stupid little big book will help them and save them, you know what I mean? Like, it gets to that point where it's just like, well, when they reach out for help, like, I'm there. I am there. I don't care how tired I am.
You know, it's the one thing, leading by example. You know, we have this sometimes healthy and sometimes unhealthy fear that our kids are going to go in the same pathway as us. And like, sometimes you can see little behaviors and all this, but dude, it's crazy. I have a 24-year-old and she's like, you know, the worst thing she does is maybe sleep in a little too much. Like, and I'm like, man, 24 years old, I lost my fucking 20s. Like, literally lost my 20s. I don't have no recollection hardly. Like, it was just gone. But you know, you said something about leading by example. I want to share something with all y'all real quick, because I think this is real cool. And but my wife has a 13-year-old daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter. I have a 24-year-old daughter too, and then we have two together. It's 8 and 6, right? So you know, I'm really awkward. Like, I'm an awkward person, and warming up to people, even my own kids, after I was not the dad they were supposed to have, right? That I wasn't their dad until I met them at 16 years old, 12 years old, you know what I mean? Because now I'm back in their lives, because now I found recovery. Well, her daughter wrote me for Father's Day a note, and her dad's going through stuff right now. And she wrote me a note that was just like, you know what, man, it just gave me that I don't know, that affirmation that I'm doing the right thing and I'm leading by example. She wrote me just this beautiful note saying, thank you for being the dude for my mom and like showing me to be an example. And like, I don't know word for word what it was, but dude, like it was so touching. And it was like, I'm doing, like that data boy, stuff like
Yeah.
that gives me the data boy. And I'm like, this is what I'm doing it for, man, to be an example to, her dad's a little lost right now. Her grandma she committed suicide, and not too long ago. So like for her to write that note to me after all the stuff that she's going through was like the most touching thing I think I've had in a long, long time. And it was cool to have that. Yeah. I just had to share that, man, because like you're talking about leading by example and like it was just the coolest thing for a 13-year-old daughter, girl to write that to me. We don't have like a huge relationship together, but it was just so cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
they're watching.
it.
They're watching. We did, when we were growing up, we watched too. And unfortunately, like it was a party for
Yeah.
me, and I followed that suit, and it was fun, and I had a good time, you know what I mean? And then got stuck in it. And then, like I said, it was a fun, and it was a choice, and then it became a necessity, and then it took my life. And then, it took everybody in my life away from me. So it's like, and it's like coming out of that, like it's looking back on this old girl that I used to know. She's like so gone from who I am today. Like I'm not the same person, and I grow more and more every single day. Like watching my daughter, like it's amazing to see this like beautiful, she's going to be 18 years old, and she's got a head on her shoulders, and she's got a bank account and a savings account, and she's responsible. She's everything I wasn't.
That's the miracle right there. That's the miracle.
How did that happen?
Right?
How did, I don't understand, but and it goes back to when she came home, I was controlling the whole situation. Like I was such a control junkie. Like I wanted everything my way, period. And if it didn't go my way, I was a lunatic, and that lunatic was getting to the point of breaking. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to behave. Like I didn't know my behaviors were the problem. I couldn't see myself,
Yeah.
So that's what we need the program for. Like people need to call us out on our stuff, and we need to really look at that honestly and change it, because that's the stuff that's going to kill us.
Exactly. I'm going to read some of these comments right quick. Let's see where we're at. We got Estella. She says, I love you, Jamie. So proud to call you my sponsor. Let's see. We have Daniel Rolles. I know. I think I know who that is. Welcome, man. Thank you for being here. We got Stephanie says Jamie Mandia is one of the best humans walking the planet. Thank you for sharing your experience, strength, and hope.
Oh, I love you.
I second that.
We got Bishop Jess. It says whoop whoop Jamie Medea. I hope I said that right too.
No, Mandia.
Mandia. I think I said it right the first time. Whatever.
You butchered it the second
time. Let's see. Oh, we have Shelly says, hey guys, my friend Casey is in the hospital. Please pray for him. We will definitely pray for him. Kylene says, shared. Thank you for sharing tonight, Jamie. Watching from Virginia.
Hell yeah.
Chelsea says, awesome story. We do recover watching from Ironton, Ohio. So proud of you.
Thanks.
And then let's see. Oh, we got Ali on here. Sorry I'm late. Hey. We got Katrina says, this was very helpful for me to hear because I am in such a similar situation as all that you said about repairing my relationship with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the identification. Let's see. We got Jessica James says, such a motivating mom life and recovery, Jamie. So grateful you were able to share tonight. Much love from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go skip ahead a little bit. We got Ali says she was fire. Let's see. And we have Lisa says the ripple effect is so real in our addiction and in recovery. What's up, Lisa? I need some of that pizza, by the way. She's in New York.
Yeah, she's always somewhere. She was in Texas last time.
She's a busy lady, bro. She's on the move.
She's amazing.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Yes, I look for real. The same behavior in my kids. I laughed at myself with it now. It's the truth. Let's see. We got Shannon says, stay connected with your support. Beautiful. There is no easy way through something like loss. Oh, they can maybe losing my daddy has changed my life forever. I'm gonna make him proud. I had a 32-year drug addiction. Just keep going the course. I think that's what Shannon was commenting on. It's a little different over here. Like if you go on Facebook, you can see everybody that liked down, but when you're on there, it's different. See, we got Lisa says recovery is the motive. I'm going through more or less the same. This is very inspiring to me. Thank you for sharing. I'm definitely taking the advice. Thank you again. This is my first time seeing the Hope Shot. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
And come back. Keep coming back. We got Tommy says a sober life allows you to cultivate a deep and meaningful relationship with yourself. You learn new skills, interests, and learn just how much you can overcome when you put your mind to it. This is one of the most beautiful things a sober life can offer you. Keep going. Don't give up. I love that. So that's it for comments. Okay, one more. Caesar got the controls. What is that now?
We shouted out Lisa. Johnny says, Jamie.
Oh, I didn't even see Johnny's. What's up, Johnny? Hey, what do you say, Caesar? I'm the captain now.
Yeah, I am the captain now. Here, look at me. I mean, I'm grateful to watch your journey. I'm grateful that I got to be on tonight, and you did fantastic. And this is why we do this, and no matter how awkward, how uncomfortable it is, we have to share our stories. We have to let people know how and that they can recover. And we've got all different types that come on here, and it's just, we need to hear all of these stories. So that way, every time we do this, somebody in the comments goes, oh my God, like that, I can relate so much. So every time one of these episodes comes out, somebody gets struck by the story. And there was a lot of people in here tonight that were talking about it. So, again, I know you're about the service work. So we truly appreciate you.
In the big book.
Definitely. That's one thing is we think our story don't matter until, somebody hears it and changes their life. So make sure you share this story. Make sure you share this live out there. Get it out there to the Facebook land, Zuckerberg land.
The metaverse.
Yeah, the metaverse. Speaking of,
hey, what about the Wheel of Names?
That's what I was just.
Oh, that I didn't know what that meant.
We're gonna do the wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel and give away some freedom shirts. We got white and we have gray. If you hear your name, I'm gonna give out. Let's give out 2 of them. You know what? We're gonna give out 2. 2 is a good number. I love 2s. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Give me a second. Oh man, where is it? Hold on. Let me bear with me here, people.
I don't know. I may be the captain, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, no, you're back to being the captain. Ooh, there it is.
Wheel of Names. Okay. All right. So hold on. Let me get my thing corrected. Let's see if we can get this thing done.
Can you expand it?
I don't know. Is that better?
No, don't mess it up. Just spin the wheel.
Okay, just let me be, man. I don't know why you're messing with me, bro. Let's see what I got. Whoop. Trying to make it so I can see too. Oh, that makes no sense, but all right. Here we go.
Round and round she goes.
All right, Veronica.
Yeah.
You've been selected by the Wheel of Names.
God, weird.
All right. Gonna remove that one. Okay, here we go. Spin again. Ready?
I'm digging the Wheel of Names tonight.
Angela James. That is our second winner. And I need you guys. So I'm going, hold on, let me exit out of this and stop sharing. Remove. There we go. All right, we're back, baby. So if you heard your name, see your name, there's only 2 of you, so it's not like it's a lot. But if you've seen your name, and I will make a post on Facebook, please message us. I need to know if you want gray, and I need to know or gray or white, and I need to know your size. So please message us. But I'm gonna do a post and make sure you get your t-shirts. And like I said, we're gonna do this once a month. So keep watching and supporting. If you want to buy a shirt, like Kylene wants, you can go to our website, which I will put into the chat right now. Hang on one second. It is thehopeshot.org. I'm going to put it in there right now. www.thehopeshot.org. Boom. If you guys want to buy a shirt, I just put it in there. They are $20 and plus shipping, and yeah, they have white and gray. So check it out on the website, and we will be here Sunday 8 p.m. If you're just joining us, 8 p.m. Sunday we go live, and Wednesday 8 p.m. we go live. And thanks again, Jamie, for sharing your story.
Me, it was an honor.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right, guys. All right. See ya. I'll see you guys Sunday. Love y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.